What is up, legends? We are back, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in, let you guys see where I'm at right now. So I actually missed all of Sunday to play, which I'm sad because I missed a day of this, and then I missed the last day of the what beta was that? CZN beta. So like there was just nothing I could really do about it. I was really busy on Sunday, but we're here, and you're probably going to see this Tuesday morning. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the gaming loop, but that kind of confuses people when I say that. So I want to talk about the I guess you would call it the gaming progression or the game flow. Let's call it game flow because when I say gaming loop, people, what the hell does that mean? Oh, game flow is essentially what happens in this game, and a lot of people don't really understand to talk about the game flow. They say, hey, do this, do this, do this, but there's a lot of stuff in between that kind of like confuses you on what you actually need to do. So the best thing that I could tell you about this game to understand what it is, more so than what it used to be, is an idle game. It's 100% an idle game. And Ruby farming will be your idle and how you actually go about doing things. Matter of fact, I am capped right now. I should not be. So I am going to take... Damn, I haven't actually Ruby farmed since 9-1 because I've just been progressing because I feel like I'm going to be behind. So you guys are going to be like, I'm on stage like Nightmare 400. And I'm going to be like, bruh. Anyway. So I'm just going to go to 12-1 and just let them farm 12-1. Yeah, like, it's been a while since I actually Ruby farmed. That's crazy. All right, but before I do that, and see, my Ruby farmer was actually her, but I got Teo today, basically, so I can actually use him now in the Ruby farm. So we will use that and that, and then we don't care about the rest. We can just do that. So Ruby farming is what's going to be like your bread and butter most of the time. What's going to give you your father. Do we want to use yeah, we'll do that protection because it kind of doesn't matter. It's going to be your bread and butter basically. You can farm with the one that they give you, which is like, she's perfectly fine to do it. She can do it all the way up to this, like, you know, she's perfectly fine to actually do it. But once you get Teo, you should just use him because he's more superior when it comes to that. And then on top of that, he has the immunity basically when he is close to dying, so he can just pretty much live and, you know, do some damage and then maybe eke out a win for you and stuff like that. But you want a Ruby farm basically at the highest possible so you can get the best dupes and use things going forward like that. So we use our keys. It should be enough, right? And we want to max. Let's see where our auto replace is at. It will auto replace all because I'm pretty sure I got a bunch of fodder that I need to actually level up and not worry about duping all of that later.
Die!
Anyway, go ahead, have at it. So now that you have that pretty much out of the way, like, you know, when you're like letting that farm, you know, you can actually do other things while you do this. You can't do adventure because that's what's actually farming right now. However, you can go into raid if you want to go into raid and fight in raid, and you can leave raid on auto as well. You can, that's like, if I want to fight raid a bunch of times, you go on raid and then put it on repeat and you can fight in there and do that. You can do the same thing in PvP. You can do the same thing in Infinity Tower and like, you know, arena and stuff like this. Brother, what? Let me tell you guys, I fought 10 times today and I went 9-1. Basically, like, my recharge is right here. How the hell do I have 40 wins and 10 losses? I was 9-1. Y'all crazy. That's how much PvP is going on right now. And then I got a win streak of 21. That is crazy, yo. What is even happening right now? And I'm in gold. I was in silver before. Like, y'all wildin'. So this is my defense team. Right here. Let me tell you, this dude with the blindfold, Lee the GOAT. Lee is absolutely the GOAT. Let me explain. All right, so you see my skill queue right here. What happens is I start off with floaty homeboy in the back. I forgot his name. He lightning spears, and then he stuns when he lightning spears. So they're all stunned. And then Teo is the second hit. He AoEs, and if anything lives, then Miss Baddie in the back right there, she ice spear, or not ice spear, she ice rains, and then she freezes them. So after all of that, what ends up happening is the computer do one or two things. It'll use Lee and taunt, which means they have to attack Lee, which if you ever attack the Lee, you know you're doing nothing. It doesn't matter who it is, they're doing nothing to Lee. He would gotta be the most broken character in this game. like he legit just don't get hurt. And then if I'm like whatever, they'll go to Rachel and then they'll recycle again whatever is available from the back three. But Lee, if I get to that cycle, I've done it, and that's how I got where I was in PB. I did not do anything. I did not control anything. I literally autoed from world 9 to world 12, where I'm at right now. I'm 1240. I have to actually do something with that because they're attacking faster than the cycle that I have going on right now. So I have to actually physically do that, but I just haven't because I want to do this video and talk about this real quick. But if that cycle, if I'm allowed to do that cycle with the 3 in the back to Lee, it's over. It's over because they have no choice but to attack Lee, which just leaves the 3 in the back to cycle their cooldowns again, and then Rachel to just come in and duke somebody as well. It's mad stupid. Like, which is what's happening to people in PvP right now. They're running into that. So if they're like, if they don't have a way to actually stop them, they're gonna die 100%. So I'll go in and let you see it in motion. Up, I'm faster. You're dead. 2 people stunned. That's cool. There's Teo, Dukin. So we already used up Rachel's resurrect already. All right, so she's gonna get that hit off. Cool. All right, so he's gonna freeze somebody. She froze the entire front row, and that person's dead. And he's Mr. One Shot. Rachel's dead. It's cool. He's dead. Damn, I forgot he had Teo over there. Now, if Lee taunts, oh, it's over. GG.
I'm here to pass judgment on all things evil.
All right, so he's gonna come back again. Look at that. He can't do anything. I could tell that that Teo had all 4 gear on because he almost killed everybody. But yeah, that's what they're running into, and in the PvP, like it's bad funny. Like I want to see how many wins I'm gonna get with that, because I'm pretty sure people are like, what the hell? Like I lost 9 times though, but it's not bad considering I was 9-1. So I got 30. I went 32. Yeah, I went 32-9 after that. No, 31 and 9, because I just won one. 31 and 9. That I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know why people spamming like that. Like, go to bed. But anyway, you have all of that going on right now, and the flow is you want to make sure that you have enough to actually progress all your characters, which leads you up to powering up your characters. Which, you know, of course, it depends on whatever you have. You should focus on one character that is, once you get them to max, that you're going in and doing everything with them, or to be enhancing, you know, making sure that you have the rank up, because you're going to have to go in and do your power up dungeons, fusing, which comes with using all your fodder and everything else to get them together, so you can get 5 and 6 star fodder, just fodder. Now, don't use the unique characters unless you just don't care about them or don't like them. I still wouldn't do that though, but that's up to you. You have the transcends, which of course is, you know, pushing up. I'm every anything that I can do like to get more leads, I'm gonna do it, because this dude, he's the MVP. He's carrying all of that. It's crazy. If you even want to, if you can't even get to that cycle, just taunt immediately with Lee, and he'll all of it, like the enemy will just attack him regardless, basically. Just, and then you can just cycle through all your stuff while they're attacking Lee, and then you can bring in like Karen or Lena, or I think Yui is her name. Yeah, Yui, right there. I'm sorry, I don't remember all the names directly off the bat. Like, I've been using them and building them according to whatever the game has been telling me to actually do. But you can do that and give him a little bit of help. I actually just got Rudy too, but I am trying to work through getting my my Teo and my Rachel up right now. And what I'm working on with them is, once you get down to ultimate enhancement, is unlocking the third and the fourth gear slots. So what you need to actually do that is you need to get your father, which is the 4, the 5, and the 6 star, or the 4 and the 5 stars, and turn them into 6 stars. And once you have a 6 star, you don't need to do anything else after that, as you guys can see right here. Like, it's literally telling you right here. Like, if my Yui didn't have, if I was not even like really using Yui or something like that, then I could put her in and then unlock that. But no, we're using all these characters. See, I don't have any 5 star, I mean any 6 star father right now to do all that. But very first thing I'm gonna do with him is put on another weapon for him so he can get some more nuking, and then I'll put on the defense as well, and then yeah. So it's lit. It's lit. It's definitely lit. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having fun with it too. This was Tail came out at 110. And I'm not summoning anymore. I'm using like my currency on the Ruby farm to rotate more Ruby farm, and then, you know, build up my characters and stuff like that. If another character comes in, then I'll worry about like another character coming in and stuff like that. But for the most part, I want to make sure that I have enough keys and stamina so I can keep pushing and going ahead further. Hopefully get into Nightmare, because I had a friend that, you gotta get into Nightmare, the chapter 14. I'm like, I'm behind, dog. And he's like, I'm on Nightmare. I'm like, dog, I'm happy for you. Not really, but but anyway, you know, it is what it is. That's life. That's where we're at right now. So, you know, like the game for you are do all that and get yourself in, and you should be at a point of where you're ping-ponging through all of this. And like you see, I had to go through here. It wants me to enhance equipment or higher. So you want to make sure that you're doing something relative to what it wants you to actually do. So I know I need to enhance some equipment, but do I have a character that I want to actually put that equipment on? Let's see. I think, does Rudy have the equipment on? He does. Okay. Lena does not. All right, so we'll just go ahead with Lena. We know we needed to actually do this. Speed that up real quick. Yeah, she got the crit. Let's see here. We need to go into this. All right, so she has both now. I didn't have to actually do the defense one, but I do eventually want to use her. So we're in. We know we need to do raid, so I'll do raid, and then this is all going while I'm doing that as well. And then right here, I need to actually fuse 3-star heroes. So knowing that, yay, more keys. So knowing that, you head over to your inventory because you're usually gonna have some when you let it build up a little while. Like brother, I said some. I didn't. I didn't know it was that many. That's from doing all the stages. Basically, I wasn't really paying attention. Do I want to do this? Do I have enough inventory to do this? I might overstack my inventory. Let's do that. And then we have these. Is this random? It is. I suppose. That's the first time I had her. And then we got Caddy. Got some Dutes of Caddy. Yes, sir. So we know we need to actually do that as well. So we get to clear the raid, and then you see the stages right there. That's mind depth stuff and all that type of stuff. And the fuse, and there's a bunch of fuse stages up to 15. So just don't worry that much about that. And then yeah, you got your battle pass, and then your event stuff that you want to definitely pay attention to, and then the actual story event stuff that's going on over here that you can take advantage of as well. Of course, your guild. Do everything possible that you need to do in guild to just knock that out. Pretty soon we're gonna have guild rush and everything else like that. Anything in shop wise that you feel that you want to get, if you feel that you need more keys, go after keys. If you need gold, go after gold. You want like an egg or something like that. Over here is this, if you feel like you need to actually buy any of this, that's up to you to do. You see I did buy these. I forgot what, maybe earlier today or something like that. I did buy that. And yeah, Ruby will take this. And then the usual, you just definitely want to do this every day because this is the benefit.
Good choice.
Okay, she's happy. And then you have the power pack if you want to actually go ahead and actually do that. I just know. And the same thing over here. I'm eventually just gonna save because I want to get like Shane and Espada type of stuff. So I'm just gonna ignore the rest of that stuff. And then you have arena over here where you can pick up keys if you're short keys, and you can pick up gold if you're short gold. But you also have the skill enhancement stuff, which is super important as well. So don't worry about that a little bit. You have your honor stuff right here where you can actually pick up things. Guild if you need more keys, again like I said, and then guild war, which is not open yet. And yeah, so I think that's about it for the flow. Just kind of like figure it out, make sure that you're doing everything, make sure that you're having the when you're not doing adventure, get to as far as you can that you feel for the day, and then let your adventure farm. Basically, also remember that when you cut that on right there, you can cut the game off and it'll still farm up to the 76. So when you come back, it'll be done. And then, but me personally, I just keep coming back and refreshing it to make sure that it's farming if I'm not actively playing. And then do like the arena or power up or affinity or raid and that type of stuff in between. That's if you want to level fast, that's literally how you would do that to push through. That would help your formation. Like leveling up your formation in between, but you definitely want to be building up farther at a higher stage. So you want to be pushing adventure progression as much as possible, so you can get like the really good, like 3s and 2s and that type of stuff. No 1s. We don't want the 1s no more. But yeah, summon wise, do I even want to? Because I got tail now, so just like, is there any reason? I mean, I can guess I could do these. I still have my wish list stuff going on. And they did eventually gave me Rudy. So it's on my wish list now. And I mean, I can take Rudy off. Oh, I can. Maybe I can get him for Transin. Because we're still trying to get Eileen. Because Eileen would take the spot of my on Spirit Lightning guy because, well, there's no reason to really get rid of him because he's doing his job. I mean, I'll leave this. I don't need to change out anything.
I wish you the best of luck.
When you have something, she says it's your lucky day.
Look how pretty.
Interesting. Oh, that's that cat. Yeah, she's big as hell for no reason compared to everybody else. Before somebody in PvP, I was like, what is that? Why is she so big and like a damn boss? Like, hello? Do I want him? I wouldn't even build him right now if I did. It would just be like a swag pick at this point, and we already got her free. So I'll try for a dude, just to sum up for the video, and then we can get out of here. You guys let me know where you are at and what you have. Hopefully you got yourself a Teo too. Even though for my progression he wasn't even needed. He's just cool to have now to help.
It's your lucky day.
Wow. Remember what I just said when she says that. If it's him again, that would be that this is 2 in a row now. That's crazy.
It was a performance for the soul.
Okay, well, it's not him.
We found our harmony.
They said you want to Lena dude. Time to go to bed. I'll catch you guys next video. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.